For the following video, you should take notes. There will be questions you need to answer at the end, and your notes will help you answer these questions. The prefix ambi comes from the Latin word ambi, which means both or on both sides. For instance, if someone is ambidextrous, they are able to use their right and left hands equally well. If we break down the word ambidextrous, ambi means both, and dexterous means showing or having skill, especially with the hands. So if you can write equally well with your right and left hand, you are ambidextrous. Some famous people who are ambidextrous are Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Nikola Tesla, and Leonardo da Vinci. The word ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation or having a double meaning. An ambiguous statement is said to be unclear or inexact because a choice between alternatives has not been made. For example, pretend someone said, "Sarah saw the man with the telescope." This statement is ambiguous because it could be interpreted in two different ways. Either Sarah observed a man who had a telescope, or Sarah used a telescope to see a man. The ambiguity arises from the multiple possible relationships between Sarah, the man, and the telescope. Without additional context, it's unclear which interpretation is correct. The word ambiguous can be broken down into two parts: ambi, meaning both, and ahere, which is Latin for to lead or to drive. So etymologically, ambiguous means to be driven in two directions. The word ambivert describes a person whose personality has a balance of extrovert and introvert features. An extrovert is an outgoing and sociable person who loves being around others, and an introvert is a person who is typically shy, reserved, and enjoys solitude and being alone. An ambivert is someone who shows a balance between these two personalities, or a combination of both. The word ambivalent means having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. This word can be broken down into two parts. Ambi means both, and valence comes from the Latin valere, which means strong. Therefore, an ambivalent person is someone who has strong feelings on more than one side of a question or issue. Here's an example of a situation that could lead to ambivalence. Sarah was ambivalent about accepting the job offer. On one hand, the position came with a higher salary and more responsibilities, which excited her. On the other hand, it required relocating to a new city, and she felt attached to her current home and community. The ambivalence arose from the simultaneous presence of positive and negative emotions, making it challenging for Sarah to make a clear and decisive choice. Now let's answer some questions related to the video. You can use your notes.